What's up, people of Chapel Middle School? Now, I know you just love hearing my voice all the time and being in my class, but I thought that we'd do something a little bit different for this video. So, we're going to talk about metals, nonmetals, and metalloids in the periodic table, but instead of me teaching you, I'm going to let some of your friends do the teaching for me. Alright? Go ahead, sit back, get a good laugh out of this video, and hopefully you learned something. Here we go.
The periodic table. What is the periodic table? The periodic table organizes all 118 elements according to properties that determine how to behave and react with one another. Hey, Leo, where can you find metals on the periodic table?
You can find metals in the middle and also the bottom. You can find metalloids in the staircase, and then non-metals up here and one over there. Bunch of crunch cakes. Mama got a bunch of crunch cakes.
Wow, I don't even know what that was, okay? But let's go ahead and take a second to talk about some key vocabulary words that you need to know, all right? The first word is luster, all right? Luster is the ability for a material to reflect light, all right? When we say metals have luster, it means that they're shiny, all right? The opposite of a luster, or the opposite of it being shiny, is dull. Okay, so dull means they're not shiny. Luster would mean that they're shiny, like metals. Another vocabulary word that you need to know is malleable. Malleability is the ability for a material to bend or be formed under pressure without breaking. Metals are malleable. They can be bent without breaking. Non-metals, on the other hand, are brittle, and the word brittle means that they break easily. You also need to know the word ductile. Ductility refers to the ability for a material to be drawn into a thin wire. All right? Metals are ductile, right? Think of copper. Copper can be drawn into a thin wire. And that last word that I need you to know is conductivity. All right? Metals are good conductors. That means they allow electricity and heat to flow through them. All right? Thanks for listening to me. Let's go back to your friends.
Liam, where can you find the metals on the periodic table?
You can find metals in the periodic table in the middle.
Okay, Ezekiel, what is an example of a metal?
An example of a metal is copper.
Okay, James, what are the properties of metals?
Metal properties have high luster. Luster means shiny. Good conductors of heat and electricity. It has a high melting point, high density, and high malleability. Usually solid at room temperature.
Okay, so what does luster mean?
Luster means that it's shiny.
All right, and what is a good conductor?
A good conductor allows a good conductor allows heat and electricity to flow through.
Good. What does malleability mean?
Malleability means the ability of something to bend under pressure.
All right, and they're also ductile. What does ductile mean?
Ductile means like a wire.
Can be drawn into
Like
a
it's
thin
drawn
wire.
to a thin wire.
Okay. Let's talk about rare earth metals.
Okay. Liam, where can you find rare earth metals on the periodic table?
At the bottom.
Okay. And Ezekiel, what is an example of a rare earth metal?
A rare earth metal, an example is like the phones that you use in your everyday life.
Okay, and James, can you read it please for us?
Yes, I can. Rare earth metals mostly found in
The lanthanides.
lanthanides, the first of two rows that sits below main table.
I'll read it.
Okay, valuable and high-tech devices such as lasers, camera optics, telecom devices, and more. ND is used to make up small but powerful images.
All right, so rare earth metals are found at the bottom of the periodic table in the two rows. And why are they important to modern life?
Because you always use, like, example, a computer. If you're a teacher or a principal, you always have to use a computer to give someone a lesson attention, or just if they're being bad. And like kids, we like to stay on electronics and like a phone, like
An Xbox, a PlayStation.
We wouldn't be here today if we didn't have.
All right, so rare earth metals are important because they're used in a lot of modern day
Life.
technology.
Yep.
All right, good job.
What are the properties of nonmetals?
Non-metals are found on the right side of the periodic table.
And one example of this is carbon.
Non-metal properties: low luster, that means that they're not shiny. Poor conductors of heat and electricity, that means that they can't really conduct heat and electricity. Brittle solids, that means they can break easily. Not malleable means they can't fold under pressure.
May be solid, liquid, or gaseous at room temperature, low melting and boiling points.
Perfect.
What are the properties of metalloids? Metalloids can be found on the staircase, and silicone is a type of metalloid.
And they would be found in the thing.
Say metalloids.
And metalloids have a mix of properties of metals and nonmetals. Metalloids properties:
Solids in nature,
Lustrous and shiny,
non-malleable,
brittle,
and breaks easily.
somewhat conductive of heat and electricity.
What's another word you can use for that?
semiconductor.
Oh,
What is semiconductive solid that breaks when bent?
Metal.
Lustrous, gold, solid, highly conductive, malleable.
A metal.
What is brittle solid, important nutrient for plants, proceed into powder form, used in laundry detergent?
Non-metal.
What is found below main part of periodic table, used in high-tech products and to make powerful magnets?
Rare earth materials, but so-called metals.
perfect. All right, thank you all for watching this video today. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you found it maybe a little bit funny, and hopefully I get to see you in class this week. Also, as a reminder, we have Guys Night Out this Wednesday. Have a good weekend.